Hi, Leo. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's horoscope for August of 2019. This month, there's going to be a big concentration of planets at the beginning of the month in Leo, your sign. Yay! And then it's going to move into Virgo. Oh, not so great. Not that it's bad, but I think, it's a pretty fun time when there's a big concentration in Leo for anyone, right? But for you, definitely. So, Natha and Julie are going to tell you how this is going to feel shortly, but first I want to give you some dates to watch out for this month. Mercury begins the month in Cancer and moves into Leo on August 11th and then moves into Virgo on the 29th. Mars moves from Leo to Virgo on the 17th, and then Venus moves from Leo to Virgo on the 21st. There's also going to be a full moon and a new moon, but I'll tell you about that stuff in a minute. Hey, Julia, what do you think is up for Leo this month?
Oh, hey, Leo. So this month there's going to be, a strong emphasis on your first house, and that is the house of self. So Mercury, which for the first 10 days is going to be in your 12th house, and then on the 11th shifts into your first house. That means that a big mental shift is going to go on for you where, for the first third of the month, you might be kind of keeping your thoughts to yourself and maybe needing to be a bit secluded in order to do your best thinking. And then when it comes into the first house after the 11th, you're going to be a lot better at expressing yourself. And you're going to also have the ability to look at matters which might pertain to you, since it's the house of self, in a very objective and rational way as well. And Mars is also going to be in your first house this month for the first part of the month. And that means that you're going to be a lot better at asserting yourself and sort of knowing what your rights are and fighting for them. Just make sure that you don't run roughshod over other people too while you're at it. Natha, what do you see?
Ooh, Leo?
Yeah, Leo, you like the first house because you like being seen. And the first house is where where other people see us and how we're perceived. And so, of course, you have preferences on how you want that to be. And oftentimes you want to be seen as fun and cool and stylish and really you want the attention. You want the affection, and we could even say adoration. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you'll get a good dose of being able to really explore how that feels, especially towards the beginning of the month. And then as everything begins slowly to move into the second house, you'll enter into, it'll feel a little bit more like you kind of have to slow down, right? And Virgo, obviously, as we all know, can be very, there's structure that Virgo needs for us to follow. And we can look at that like it's going to be really hard, or we can say, oh no, Virgo is going to give you the support that you need in terms of things like finances and even in terms of the way that you feel like you can just relax because you have what you need. So I always look at it like, of course, you're really going to enjoy the first part of the month. The second part of the month becomes a little bit more worky, but that's okay. You can totally handle it, and you will have the support to do it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good stuff. So let's take a look at the new and full moons. The full moon is happening in Aquarius, and that is falling in your seventh house, Leo. Now, a full moon brings a big mood with it. It sometimes brings a tide of emotion, which is almost ironic because this full moon is in Aquarius, which is known as one of the more detached and objective signs. Falling in your seventh house of relationship, this could put you in the mood for love, certainly, in the mood for a relationship, but you may find yourself chasing after somebody who's a little bit remote, distant, or even unattainable. So watch out for that. That moon is happening around the 15th, and then at the end of the month, as we get towards the 30th, there's going to be a new moon here in Virgo in your second house. And so this is really where that gathering of planets in your second house begins to thoroughly underscore and reinforce the themes of money. How organized are you financially? Are you paying attention to how you spend and how you save? And issues around food, are you paying attention to how you eat And are you eating in a healthy way that's going to support you for longevity, or are you eating for pleasure now? So these are some of the things to watch out for around the new moon, because a new moon is really a great time for planting seeds and making new beginnings. One last piece I want to throw at you, Leo, is that Uranus this month will be turning retrograde in the sign of Taurus, and it's been there for quite some time, and it's going to be there for a while yet to come, some years actually. But around August 11th, when Uranus turns retrograde, you may notice some pivots, some shifts, some intense activity in your career realm. So, and those events might be accompanied by a feeling of restlessness for you. You might feel like, this is getting boring. And so, don't burn it all down just to make a change. But there might be, it might be getting on time for something very like that change. Okay, Leo. Well, thanks for watching. And we'll put out another horoscope for September towards the end of the month. Look for that, and we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.